April is National Foot Health Awareness Month, and research shows that about 20% of Americans experience at least one foot problem each year. And joining us now is Dr. Ogachika Alozie. Thank you so much for being here to talk to us about foot health. And what are some of the clues of our overall health when it comes to your feet?
So I think the first thing to sort of think about is who has foot problems, who doesn't. I think that's an underestimation at 20%. It's one of the last things that people talk to about their doctor, right? We're talking about back pain, hypertension, diabetes, a host of other things. But your feet can actually give you a clue to what your health is actually like.
Wow, so what are some of the signs of pain from being on your feet, especially when you're standing or walking?
Yeah, so I think one of the things about it is that if you look at the types of pain that we typically talk about, foot pain is actually the most common. And it's remarkable that almost 40% of people have recurring pain, either from standing, walking, heels, barefoot, whatever the case may be. And there's a lot of different ways that you can get through it. And if we continue this conversation, it's really looking at what do your feet look like.
So what do your feet kind of say about your overall health?
Well, I'm going to focus on two things. There's a lot of things on this screen, but there's three things specifically that I think you should know. If you have consistently cold feet, probably an issue, right? It really talks about you may be having bad circulation. If you have swelling, and the best way to know about swelling is if you've worn socks all day. So if you've worn socks all day and you take them off and you have those lines on your ankles or on your calves, probably a problem with your heart, maybe lymph, liver, something to get checked out. And last but not least, if you've ever had a wound on your foot and it doesn't heal, that's a problem. It's an early sign of diabetes.
Oh boy. Okay, so what are some ways that we can protect our feet?
Well, then the first thing is just wear the shoes that fit right. Right? And I know that people love heels and people love J's and all the rest, but get the right size. As somebody that has size 14s, I have flat feet, wide feet, all my life it's been an issue. But again, that's really important. Toenails are important. Try to trim them weekly. I know people don't get to that. Try to get a pedicure if you can.
Yes, get your pedicures.
And you don't have to do it at a spot. You can do it at home, right? Smooth them out, keep them soft, and activity, right? Obviously you want to wash because you should be washing every day.
So when is, I should say, the best time to visit a doctor? What are some of the signs and symptoms we should be looking out for?
Well, again, there's not really a when as opposed to a what. It's if you have tingling, so that numbness in your feet, you can't feel them, you have that burning, that's a problem. Usually diabetes is an early onset sign of that. That's a problem. If you're having those cold feet or a change to the color in your feet, in somebody that's my skin color, it's harder to see, right? But if you're a lighter skin color like yourself and your feet turn purple, also a problem.
No.
Bad toes, they turn yellow, they turn black, that kind of fungus, that cheese between your toes, also an issue, maybe an early sign of an immune problem.
Okay, so where can we find some helpful resources for foot health?
Well, there's a bunch of places up there, right? Foot and Ankle, the Foot Institute, Premier Advanced, a host of other ones. I think the important thing is take care of your feet. Don't ignore them. We ignore them a lot because it's probably the last thing that we think about. We just assume I'm on my feet all the time. Wear the right size shoes.
I agree. And if you have a question for Dr. Alozie, send an email at news@kvi.com. Dr. Alozie just might answer your question right here live on ABC-7 at 4. I can't lie. I can't wait to get out of these heels. My feet hurt. Thank you so much for
as I'm
joining
wearing no socks today, it's crazy. But yeah, thank you.